Today I'm watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 6, Episode 9. The previous episode, Willow had tried to create this spell to erase Tara and Buffy's memory and ends up erasing everybody's memory. It was such a good episode, but heartbreaking to see at the same time. We saw Tara and Willow officially break up. Tara got her things and left the house, so I'm very worried to see what Willow's state's going to be in this episode, but she also kind of did it to herself. We saw Giles leave for England, so I don't know if he'll be, a phone call, if he'll be gone completely for the next few episodes. Please no spoilers, but yeah, I'm not expecting to see him in this episode at all. We saw Buffy and Spike make out quite a bit in the past few episodes, so I'm curious to see where that's gonna go. Buffy keeps playing very hot and cold with him, but clearly is still making out with him, so yeah, lots going on there. Xander and Anya are engaged, and we had seen previously, Xander kind of had some cold feet about the wedding. I don't think they've set a date or anything like that. And we still don't really have a villain for this season, so I'm very curious to see where things are gonna go. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Before thee let the unclean thing crawl!
Is that the high school? Oh, Amy! Amy's been a rat this whole time? Oh, young Buffy. Oh my gosh.
What is wrong with you?
I know you used that spell on me. I would go a month without doing any magic.
She didn't even try. Didn't even try to go 6 hours.
Here's your specs. So, you guys want to team up and take over Sunnydale?
I refuse to believe the validity of the trio.
Versus the Slayer.
We're like supervillains.
You're like nincompoops. That's what you are. Ah!
I'm sure we can work something out.
A deal of some sort. Anything you want.
I always wanted a pony.
Buffy.
Not too sweet for you either, huh? But come on, rush me. It'll be funny.
Good to see your sense of humor's back. Oh, God. Oh, Spike.
What the hell are you doing?
Thought they were demons.
Way to go with the keen observingness, Jessica Fletcher.
Is that a Murder, She Wrote reference?
Because muggers deserve to be eaten. Just have to get your rocks off fighting demons.
There are other ways.
Oh, Spike.
So you want to jump right to the kiss scene then, eh?
I am not kissing you, Spike. Once was
Twice.
Yeah, it's happened more than once. Come on. I have zero faith in that.
metaphors for that little mix.
It's only a matter of time before you realize I'm the only one here for you, pet. You got no one else!
That's not true, and just rude. Real rude in general. Man, Spike. Amy's storyline has been, throughout this whole series, obviously. Oh, God.
Get you a nice companion rat that you can love, play with, and grow attached to.
Can Willow not turn her back by this point? Her skills have gotten so well. Her witchcraft has advanced so much.
I could figure out how to turn you back. Anyway.
I know it hasn't been top of her priorities, but, come on. This has been years for Amy. Has she aged? I don't know. Is she gonna come out as a high schooler still? Who knows?
Miri le cosa posto.
We do get Amy back? Oh, this poor girl. She's gonna be rat behavior. Yeah. Oh my God. Also this. Amy's back? Okay.
We're not breaking into Langley here. It's Sunnydale.
Well, you never know what new stuff they have. Better safe than...
Okay, the security system?
I was over the trio. Oh, now they're stealing from museums.
See, that's cool. How come you get to play with all the cool stuff?
Because I'm allergic to methane and you're still afraid of hot things?
I know.
Both of us tip over, remember?
They are good for comedic relief. I will give them that. I just in no way can take them seriously as villains.
Got it. It's beautiful.
Boys, congratulations. Phase 1 of the plan is now complete. Let's get the hell out of here.
What's phase 1?
Really?
Uh-huh.
Guess we just lost track of time and should probably just get the freeze ray out of here now.
Is he making Ghostbusters references? Oh, they've got a freeze ray. Oh, okay. Very subtle.
But more to the point, goodbye.
Freeze. It gives me very much like Batman Arnold Schwarzenegger vibes.
Hey, here's some hot chocolate. You want?
No, thanks.
She's like, I was a rat for 6 years, bringing me a cheeseburger, tacos, nachos, nothing else.
Okay.
She's like, I've been reading rat pellets and weird rat food, okay? Oh, God! She still has her powers. Whoa! Extra powers.
Everything feels weird. I mean, it's like I felt like I was in that cage for weeks.
It's been years. Years.
Right? I can still get into the swing of things, like prom's coming up.
Oh, no. They're gonna have so much explaining to you about prom to start with.
He hasn't asked someone else, has he?
Oh, honey, he probably died.
Kind of over.
How long was I in the cage?
I mean, give or take like 4 or 5 years. I mean... Wouldn't she be able to turn herself out of a rat if she was a witch? I don't know.
You know how we all make choices? And sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're...
She's gonna tell her she's been making out with Spike. Oh, we haven't seen these two spend a lot of time together either.
How have you been?
Rat. You?
Yeah.
Dead.
I don't want to laugh at that. I don't want to laugh at that.
Okay, well, at least, you know, let me make up the couch for you. It's late, you should stay here. Everybody does.
We know Amy and her mom had a very skewed relationship, so I don't imagine she's in a hurry to run home.
It's nothing. I mean, the whole Amy thing. The way I'm topping that.
Yeah, we haven't seen Buffy go to, like, confide in Willow, you know, her best friend, in a long time, so, yeah, it's interesting.
Snyder got eaten by a snake. High school got destroyed.
Oh, Gatorade has a new flavor.
She's like, gotta catch you up, blue.
Frozen solid. Live from the museum. Brian Morris, KOUS.
Weird.
We'll have more on that story.
Sunnydale's got no shortage of weird, but yeah, obviously Buffy knows something's up.
Yeah, careful.
I mean, a freeze ray is a pretty sweet weapon, not gonna lie. And it is cool the way they've got him literally frozen in ice and, like, the props and, you know, makeup and everything that they did to it. Terrifying.
But when I kissed you, you know I was thinking about Giles, right?
You know, I always wanted...
Wow, 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 of all the people to say.
Ergo, vulnerability and bad kissing decisions. Okay, but that's all that it was. You have to let it go.
That wasn't what it is. They were making it long before Giles left.
A man can change.
You're not a man. You're a thing.
Oh, Buffy. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, no. His head doesn't hurt? That was the fakest thing I've ever seen. What? What's going on with this chip?
Disgusting thing.
What? Why was he able to punch Buffy? Oh, I hate that grin. Something horrible's gonna happen.
Look at all the goodies.
And I was just starting to like Spike a little bit, and now he's gonna be the worst again.
Evil.
I'm sure you're not evil.
Yes, I am. I am a killer. That's what I do.
Is he like trying to prove how evil he is? Oh my gosh, Spike.
All right. So here goes. This might hurt a little.
Oh my God, no, Spike. Oh! I was like, how is the chip suddenly gone? How did that happen? But he was obviously able to hit... Yes, exactly. He was obviously able to hit Buffy.
Movie was fun. Yeah. It was ironic when all those cute inner city kids taught their coach a valuable lesson.
Did they go see Varsity Blues?
I wanted you to know that My moving on had nothing to do with you, and I will never stop loving you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Aw. And Dawn's had so much change in her life, too.
The text I wanted, Giles took it with him. He has this thing that owning a book makes it like his property.
That's how it works, yeah.
We'll just do it another way.
I don't think we need to resort to... I mean...
They thought it was gonna be magic, but she's busting out the computer. Okay.
It's a little old-fashioned, state-of-the-art hacker action.
That's great, Will. I haven't seen you do that in a long time.
Yeah, that reminds me of the oh, and of course she's using magic on the computer. Yeah, there we go.
It's quicker.
I knew she couldn't quit that easily. Oh my gosh.
Differently, so they got blown out of proportion. And this time away will help us sort through things.
It's not time away. She thinks they're getting back together?
No.
That's why she's fine? Oh no.
In charge. Yeah, what are you gonna do if we don't especially feel like maybe playing your... Wait, what are you doing?
Boba Fett! It's like, not my action figures, please.
I want is answers, Nimrod.
Right. But you don't want to hurt the Fed. Because, man, you're not coming back from that.
He's gonna do it. He doesn't care.
That and walk away.
That right? Let's find out.
Yeah.
So we get Spike on our side, we get info on Buffy. I mean, maybe we can even find a way to keep her out of phase 2.
Jonathan's right.
I'm terrified to see what phase 2 is.
I'm not scratching your anything. You do what I tell you. That's the deal. Deal?
Deal.
Yeah, they don't know what the chip does. They don't know that he can't hurt them. Yeah. And Spike's obviously upset that Buffy is hot and cold and is rejecting him, and he's like, forget this then, I'm just gonna go evil again if I can't be with Buffy and try and be good.
I wish there was a way that I could make him forget about the last 3 years.
Oh, well, hey, I can help you with that.
Willow, stop making people forget!
Not Red Dwarf, though, because it's not out yet on DVD.
Right.
Oh my god, these guys. Spike's like, and I put my fate in your hands? Yeah, come on, Warren.
But whatever it is, it works fine. There's no deterioration of the signal. It's coming through in a steady pulse, which it's supposed to.
I thought they were gonna take the chip out.
About this.
No, I promise. Who would I tell? I don't even know what this is about.
It's about the rules having changed.
Yeah, does him liking Buffy now change the rules? Yeah, what is this? What's happening?
Nothing wrong with me. Something wrong with her.
Oh, because she died and she came back now? What? Is that it?
Hello? We're home.
I thought it might be because he has feelings for her, but I feel like it's more than that.
Your call. I have the TV to keep me company till they get back.
Dawn's trying to set up Tara and Willow again. Very intuitive song we've got going on here.
So what you like? 1,000-year-old capitalist ex-demon with rabbit phobia?
Well, that's always tough.
Willow, seriously? You have to use magic to play pool?
I'm sure we can swing that.
Amy's just as bad. Oh my gosh. Using magic no matter what. Willow's like, I wasn't really ready to do this, but here we are.
You want to dance?
That's all.
She's gonna make you dance till your legs fall off, bud. You're gonna regret that. Nope. Oh my! Quite the outfit change. Okay, here we go.
Right here. What?
That's a D&D manual, sweetie.
Oh, Xander. Oh. He tried.
I finally get a taste of being bad. Can't get enough. It's like all kablooey.
That's not true.
Okay, not...
I'm terrified that she's probably onto something.
Powerful. Way bigger than her.
Yeah, and she was getting out of control with it before Tara left, and now that she's gone.
It's gotta be.
There's nothing to hold Willow back. Yeah, exactly.
You have a lead on this frost monster thingy?
Something like that, yeah. I thought you might be up for a little grunt work.
Oh, my.
I was talking shop, love, but if you got other ideas, you, me, cozy little tomb with a view.
A little busy actually doing stuff.
You shouldn't be so flip, love.
What are you gonna do, walk behind me to death?
I'm just saying things might be a little different.
Walk behind me to death. Yeah, Spike knows.
Enough.
I don't like that he's threatening Buffy, though. Oh my god, he's gotta stop doing that.
Don't you get it? Don't you see? You came back wrong.
Oh no, what does that mean? I thought it was just the simple fact that she had died and came back, but obviously there's something else. Oh my gosh. So there's what? She's like supposed to be part demon now or something? Is that what we're doing? Oh my god. Because he can hurt demons. We've known that all along. That's never been a problem. He just can't hurt humans.
Came back a little less human than you were.
You're wrong.
I'm terrified of what that means, of what they're setting up. Oh my god. I don't want to do that. Of course, this lyric is playing at this exact moment. They're so confused. And I'm terrified that Willow and Amy have teamed up to use their magic for their own personal gain.
Quite.
Oh, that was an interesting transition. Oh my god. They're out of control, man. They're unhinged. Just whatever they want, whenever they want. Come on, seriously. This is just... Oh my god. Sheep. Why do the sheep need to be there? They're like a little bit here, a little bit there. Boopity boop, boopity boop, boopity. Look at this, how fun magic is. Like, Willow, this is the exact reason why Tara broke up with you.
She doesn't fit in anywhere. She's got no one to love.
Spike is all kinds of horrible today.
Can't be a vampire. Where the hell do you fit in?
These two are definitely working through some aggressions.
You like me because you enjoy getting beat down. So really, who screwed up?
Hello, vampire.
He's like, thanks for reminding me.
What's your excuse?
Oh, through the wall. Oh my god. There's like a floating angel. What is going around? Oh my, a giant strawberry. Cheese and rice.
You afraid I'm gonna...
And there we go. Yep, of course, back to making out. I knew it was gonna happen as this house is gonna crumble around them. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm sorry, are they doing what I think they're doing right now? Oh my. Oh my. And of course, just the music playing in the background as this house collapses. Oh my. Buffy and Spike. Oh my. Well, they did mention grunting through the floor. Oh my god. Well, okay, taking things to the next level today. Cheese and rice. So that was my first time watching Buffy Season 6, Episode 9. It was an interesting episode. It kind of started off, I was feeling like it was a filler episode, like the fallout of Tara leaving, Giles not being there. We didn't see Giles at all. It was very strange for him not to be there. They obviously mentioned him, but his character has been such a big presence in the show for him not to be in at all. I thought maybe there'd be a phone call, and they talked about calling him, but remember the time change. It definitely felt weird him not being there and knowing that this is kind of their new normal, like this is how it's going to be going forward. And to see Xander and Anya and Buffy, you know, spending their time bent over these books trying to figure out what's going on, because they're like, okay, he freezes people to death and he steals diamonds. Like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, what demon could that be? And even Xander's looking at a D&D, you know, player book instead of an actual book that would help them. And Willow using magic on her computer. I was like, okay, what are we doing here? And definitely felt like his presence was missed. This episode kind of felt like they were bringing back a bunch of things that we haven't seen for a while. Like Amy's whole storyline obviously was prevalent in this, and the fact that, you know, Willow is on her computer like we used to see the library in Sunnydale, obviously having those flashbacks of Amy at the beginning in Sunnydale at the high school, and them referencing the high school and the prom as Willow's explaining to Amy everything that happened. And going to the Bronze also kind of feels, you know, very first few seasons, and explaining to Amy all the things that have happened since she's been gone, and Xander's engaged now, and unfortunately Buffy's mom has passed away, you know, Joyce is gone, and, you know, Amy's slowly getting caught up on the world. But it definitely felt like they're like, hey, what haven't we done in a while? And to even see Buffy and Willow kind of sit down and talk, like, they're, I think, best friends on paper, but we haven't really seen them spend that much time together because Buffy's been busy with dealing with life and being dead and then coming back. And Willow and Tara were obviously spending a lot of time together, so they've obviously still been friends, but we haven't had that, like, kind of best friend bonding moment. And I definitely feel like Buffy was going in there to talk to Willow about Spike. I don't know what Willow's reaction would have been, but to see her finally kind of admit to somebody that maybe she does have feelings for Spike, or at the very least she knows what she's doing. She knows she's making out with Spike, and that she keeps rejecting him one moment and then making out with him the next. We also had the trio back, who we haven't seen in a few episodes as well, and I just can't take them seriously as villains. We know stealing this diamond was phase 1. I don't know what phase 2 is going to be. We know it involves Buffy. That's what Warren was saying. And when Spike went there, I was thinking, okay, he's going to ask Warren to get the chip taken out of his head, but he just wanted to make sure it was working properly. But he finds out that everything's working fine. And the fact that Buffy has, you know, died and been brought back, now Spike can hurt her all he wants, which is horrifying. And the rules don't apply to her basically anymore, because Spike says she brought something back with her and that she's not 100% human. So I'm very worried to find out what that means. And they always do these little, like, breadcrumbs and, you know, precursors to things that come out later. So I really don't want to do a Buffy demon storyline. I really hope that's not the, you know, direction we're headed in. But the fact that she's not 100%, like, there's some little piece of her that came back different, and, you know, as Spike said, you know, the rules don't apply to her anymore. I'm glad he doesn't have the chip taken out entirely, and I was very worried that that's where Spike was going. You know, obviously from the initiative, he has this chip in his brain, and I don't want to do a whole series of Spike going bad again, because we've done that, and I know he was upset with everything going on with Buffy and was feeling dejected, but to see him act out again, I was like, I thought we were kind of past that, but I guess not. And Willow is definitely out of control with her magic, and her and Amy are just this, you know, fueling each other's bad habits, basically, because Tara was the only one keeping Willow in check with the magic and, you know, strongly suggesting that she don't use magic so often, and that's why they broke up. And even Tara's, you know, sitting at home on the couch, kind of waiting for Willow, but not waiting for Willow. Like, it was gonna be awkward, especially if Willow and Amy come strolling through the door. And even to have Amy try and set Willow up with somebody at the bar, you know, Amy just flicks her wrist and uses magic to manipulate someone to be, you know, into Willow, and Willow says she's not ready, because obviously it's still very soon after her and Tara. But yeah, it's just their use of magic was getting dangerous. They turned that whole Bronze into their own personal playground and just did whatever they wanted. They're like, sure, I'd like to see a giant strawberry costume. Let's throw that in there. You know, I don't like this song. Let's change the band. And it was like an angel, Elvis, something, I don't know, somebody in white flying around as well, and they put those men into cages dancing and just, like, anything for their own enjoyment. They're not using magic to help people, they're using magic to entertain themselves and to do whatever they want. And like, actually, I would prefer this, and actually it's going to be faster for me to do this, and I don't want to waste my time doing stupid, you know, human stuff. I'll just use magic. And it's terrifying, and especially now that Amy is back, because Willow just has a partner in crime, basically, to help fuel these escapades and to help, you know, continue this behavior, because obviously Amy's fine with it. And we know Amy's obviously a very powerful witch as well. And I was wondering why Willow didn't try and bring her back sooner, because obviously Willow's witchcraft skills have been getting more and more advanced, every episode. And poor Amy's been stuck in a cage as a rat for 3-4 years. What's it been? Like a very long time, and still thinks it's prom. And Willow has to have the awkward conversation with her of, hey, so the mayor about that. We see Anya, confront Willow, basically being like, you're not talking about this breakup. You're not really, dealing with it. And Willow's just going about her day like everything's fine. And the way Willow talked about it, she's like, yeah, we're just taking some time apart. I don't think it's really hit her that this could be it. This could be done forever. And maybe Tara is still, like, they might get back together. Who knows? But I think Willow is kind of in denial a little bit and is just avoiding it and ignoring it and hoping it'll go away and that her and Tara will get back together and she doesn't have to be sad and, go through a breakup. And Amy, wanting to go out, and Willow like, yeah, I can go out and party. Like, I don't have any reason to stay home and by myself. If Willow keeps using magic the way she is and like at this speed, there's no way her and Tara are ever getting back together. And she knows that's what broke up her and Tara in the first place. And to hear her kind of describe it as like, well, she cared more about one thing and we had different opinions about things. It's like, you knew what you were doing. Like, you had a choice and you chose to erase her memory multiple times, which was a huge violation of her trust and in no way acceptable. And you just kept doing it and you knew it was a bad idea, but you just thought, well, I'll just fix it, and weren't really ready to deal with the consequences of those actions. So I can't see them getting back together, but please no spoilers. Yeah, and I'm sure Tara will be furious if she knows that she was out using magic even more than she was with Tara. Like, Tara was the only thing holding Willow back, and now there's nothing to stop Willow. We had this freeze ray gun, which was cool, but the trio, I just can't take them seriously. I'm terrified that Warren's the one spearheading it, because he seems to be the one with the most knowledge and like follow through. Jonathan and the other guy, I'm blanking on his name, but the two of them are just kind of seem like background, like they're just following Warren basically. And Warren has some terrifying skills, and we know they want to take down Sunnydale, but what are they going to do with the diamond? And they definitely didn't resolve it at the end of this episode. Like they said, it's just phase 1, so I'm anticipating the next episode will horrifyingly move on to phase 2. I did like that they had the Boba Fett Star Wars reference, though. I appreciated that. And then, of course, we have Buffy and Spike together at the end of this episode. It definitely looked like they were having sex, and through this, like, decrepit house, and they went from, like, kicking the crap out of each other in one shot, like Spike swinging from the chandelier, punching Buffy, kicking Buffy, doing all these horrible things to her, and then to very aggressively making out and having sex against a wall and falling through the floor of this house, which I'm sure must have been very uncomfortable. And like, they know what they're doing. Like, Buffy, how is she going to explain this one away? Like, she just rejects Spike constantly to his face and even uses that against him, saying that's what you like, you want to be rejected. And then 5 seconds later she's kissing the crap out of him. And she even calls him like a thing and just is very degrading and mean to him. And he definitely does follow her around, with these big puppy dog eyes, just being absolutely in love with her. And he even says, literally while she's like throwing him against this fireplace, like he says, I'm in love with you. And she uses it against him. And then, we see what happens. But yeah, I was not expecting that. Like, obviously we knew they'd been making out for a while, but this escalated things, so I don't know if this is going to change how Buffy perceives things. I can't imagine she's going to be spending every night at Spike's now and waking up and, making him breakfast or anything like that, but I feel like this has changed some things for them. Buffy is definitely acting reckless, as is Willow, and if you had told me in season, 1 or 2 that this is where their characters would be going, I would have said you're absolutely out of your mind, because this is definitely not the Willow we knew from previous seasons, and definitely not the Buffy. There's no way Buffy would even remotely think about kissing Spike, but yet here we are, and we hear Buffy even say, like, oh, it's because of Giles, and I was upset because Giles left. It's like, okay, well, you guys were making out when Giles was still here, so you can't really use that excuse, and I think she's terrified to admit to herself that she actually has feelings for Spike, because Spike is someone she's been repulsed by for so long. So it's going to be a very interesting brain shift to hear her actually say those things if that day comes. But yeah, it was not what I was expecting. And I think Buffy and Willow being at this point and showing where they've come from, you know, the earlier seasons, to me, I wouldn't characterize it as character like progression as much as things have changed. Like, I don't know that Willow doing magic at her whim is really growth. I think it's just shows like this is where we are. And it's interesting to have a show that's, you know, not always roses and sunshine, obviously, and that these characters are dealing with real things and struggling, and this is their non-perfect way of accepting it. Like, nobody was winning in this episode. This was not a shining moment for anybody, and to see all of their characters kind of be at the depths, like in a dark place all at the same time, is interesting, and I'm very curious to see where it's going to go. Very worried also, because we don't usually, it's like one character in the group is struggling and everybody else is, you know, doing okay, and no, this is everybody seems to be having their moment. And I don't know what Buffy's reckless streak is going to look like, because choosing to be with Spike is very interesting. And I definitely feel like that's what she was going to talk to Willow about. But yeah, they're definitely making some interesting choices that, you know, 3 or 4 seasons ago, I think would have just repulsed them. Overall, it was an interesting episode. We got to see Tara and Dawn spending time together. And, you know, Tara says that she'll always look out for Dawn and that she cares about her. Xander and Anya weren't in a ton of scenes. Obviously, we didn't have Giles in this episode either, which was sad. But yeah, Willow is on to Tara, and Buffy is making some choices that I don't know where we're gonna go. But I definitely feel like Buffy is starting to have feelings for Spike. She just doesn't want to say anything. So, and I don't know how much longer she can deny it to herself. And obviously we saw at the end of this episode the two of them having sex. So yeah, definitely an interesting episode. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Is that a Murder, She Wrote reference? Is she gonna come out as a high schooler still? Who knows? What's phase 1? She's like, I was a rat for 6 years, bringing me a cheeseburger, tacos. I mean, a freeze ray is a pretty sweet weapon, not gonna lie. Boba Fett! Walk behind me to death. Yeah. Sheep! Why do the sheep need to be there? These two are definitely working through some aggressions.